Picture this. It is a Friday evening, and you are standing at the entrance of a bustling restaurant or a packed social event. Your friends are already inside, smiling, waving you over, completely energized by the loud music and the overlapping conversations. But as you step through the door, your experience is entirely different. You feel an immediate, invisible weight drop onto your shoulders. Your breathing turns slightly shallow. Your eyes automatically dart around to locate the nearest exit, and a quiet alarm goes off in your mind. To the outside world, you appear perfectly calm. You might even force a smile and join the group. But internally, your brain is quietly calculating how long you have to stay before it is socially acceptable to leave. If this scenario makes your chest tight just thinking about it, you are not broken. And you are certainly not alone. Society has a habit of pathologizing this reaction. If you avoid crowded places, people are quick to throw labels at you. They assume you must be painfully shy, antisocial, or dealing with severe social anxiety. They tell you that you just need to get out more, to push yourself out of your comfort zone, or to stop being so sensitive. But what they fundamentally misunderstand is that your avoidance is rarely about a fear of people. In fact, you might deeply love your friends and crave meaningful human connection. What you are avoiding is not the socializing itself, but the overwhelming physical and mental cost of the environment. You are not rejecting life, you are rejecting chaos. You view a crowded space not as a place of celebration, but as an uncontrolled environment where your personal boundaries are constantly under siege. To understand what is actually happening, we have to look at the mechanics of your nervous system. Research shows that people who physically recoil from crowds often possess a trait known as sensory processing sensitivity. Think of the average human brain as a nightclub bouncer. For most people, this bouncer is highly efficient at filtering out irrelevant information. When they walk into a crowd, their brain automatically blocks out the background noise, the flickering fluorescent light, and the conversations happening 3 tables over. But your brain operates differently. Your filter is exceptionally porous. You are taking in the music, the lights, the temperature changes, the shifting body language of strangers, and the overlapping emotional energy of the entire room all at once. Your brain is attempting to process gigabytes of sensory data in an environment that only requires megabytes. Furthermore, psychological studies indicate that your peripersonal space, the invisible psychological bubble you maintain around your physical body, is highly calibrated. When you are in a dense crowd, strangers are constantly breaching that barrier. Your amygdala, the threat detection center of the brain, does not distinguish between a crowded room and an actual physical threat. It registers the unpredictable movement and the forced physical proximity as a complete lack of control. Your nervous system is plunged into a low-grade state of fight or flight, releasing stress hormones simply because you are trapped in a space where you cannot predict what will happen next or safely retreat. The internal consequences of this heightened processing are exhausting. While an extroverted individual might leave a busy market or a packed concert feeling electrified and alive, you leave feeling like you have just run a mental marathon. You suffer from a profound physical depletion that requires days of absolute silence to recover from. Because of this, you begin to carefully ration your energy. You turn down invitations. You make excuses to stay home. You curate a much smaller, quieter life. And while this brings you peace, it can also bring a quiet sense of shame. You might look at others navigating loud, chaotic environments with effortless ease and secretly wonder why something that looks so simple for everyone else feels like climbing a mountain for you. You start to internalize the false narrative that you are too fragile for the modern world. But this is where the narrative needs to change. You do not need to be fixed because you are not malfunctioning. In evolutionary terms, a brain that notices everything was crucial for survival. While others were distracted by the noise, your psychological ancestors were the ones who noticed the subtle changes in the environment that kept the tribe safe. Your mind is an intricate, highly advanced radar system. It was built to process the world with breathtaking depth, not to be bombarded with endless, meaningless noise. Avoiding crowded places is not a symptom of weakness. It is a profound act of self-preservation. You are simply setting a boundary that allows your nervous system to function at its absolute best. The next time you find yourself leaving a crowded room early, or choosing a quiet evening at home over a chaotic event, do not apologize for it. You are honoring the unique architecture of your mind. You understand that your peace is not a luxury, but a necessity, and you refuse to sacrifice your inner clarity for the sake of an external performance. If this breakdown helped you understand your own mind a little better, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share this with someone who needs to know they are not crazy for needing quiet. I will see you in the next one.